Hi everybody, welcome to Out to Sea Kitchen. Today I have our friend Matt here. He is the founder of the Outer Banks Boil Co. The best pot on the beach.
That's right.
Best pot on the beach. So Matt is going to teach us today how they make their famous boils.
Yep.
And we're super pumped. These are literally the best boils on the beach.
Yeah,
Best
and
pot on the beach.
14 years of doing it now, and a lot of trial and error over the years. But we've kind of come up with a little bit of a spin on the traditional boil. So you'll kind of see as we go, but instead of using full water for our boil, we actually use more steam, and we're boiling our potatoes, but all of our other ingredients here are going to be cooked with steam. So it's a fun little twist on it, and it's been a fun 14 years, so I'm excited.
So excited. We do this every year with Matt, and it's like our family's favorite day. Aurora woke up this morning and she's like, I can't wait for the boil. So she's pumped. She's pumped.
Awesome.
All right, so teach us your ways, Matt.
Absolutely. So obviously we got all our ingredients here. We're going to be cooking them at different times, but the first thing we're going to start with is our potatoes, and we always use red bliss potatoes. For our shop up in Corolla, we have multiple boils going on every day, multiple takeout pots, but we get big size A red fresh potatoes, and we cut them down to about quarter size. A little bit of lemon actually provides a little bit of flavor, and it keeps them from browning. So we always put a little bit of lemon on our taters, but we're going to start with that, and that'll go into our pot.
And why do you do red, Matt? Is that what's the
the red potato it's just always been kind of like when I first started doing boils as a family, we always had these. So I mean, maybe a Yukon Gold is nice, but the red potato is it's the quintessential boiled potatoes. The way we do these boils, and we always cook outside. We have the takeout pots that you can take home, and they're super easy. It's pretty much idiot proof, but we give you the can, you put it right in your stove, and it's very, very simple. But for the catered side of the boil, we have the nice big kind of steamer pot combo. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, and that's one of our fresh pots. We got picked the prettiest pot this evening.
Your pot is so pretty. Dave Mercado found one in the old employee house.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Here you go, guys," and we were like, "All right, we'll take it." But that is a beauty.
Well, and that's a freshie, so we're breaking it in today, which is pretty cool. But
Out to Sea Kitchen.
That's right.
We have a special fresh pot.
We got all the
today.
fresh special stuff. But
yes, love it.
The pot we're using, it's a 3-piece pot. So you obviously have the pot, and then there's a basket inside, and then the lid. And we're gonna go potatoes first. We added a little bit of water already. So as far as when we boil the potatoes, that's gonna be the first step. But we're gonna put our potatoes in. We'll check the water level. Then we're actually gonna add some of our boiled beer. Because water, beer, wine, whatever you'd like liquid-wise for your boil, you can't go wrong. But I love using the boil beer. It's a really nice kind of pilsner that we use to kind of add a little flavor. But we'll add some of that. We'll get our taters in. And we'll go from there.
So can you get that through OBX Boil Co. or where could we get that?
Yeah, so the only place you can get this is actually done by Big Ugly Brewing Company in Chesapeake. And super cool people, awesome family. It's a really nice drinking beer. It's great, but it actually makes for a really great ingredient when you're adding to the boil itself too. So
your boils are the best boil. There's a lot of secret things going on.
That's right.
That must be one of them because we love your boils.
Over the years, you kind of find your way in doing it, and a lot of failures and trial and error, but we've kind of found a really nice science to this, and I love this meal even after 14 years of doing it.
Me too. We're gonna go over here. We've got the boil pot set up. Woohoo!
All right, taters in.
First bowl.
Never would think to do that. So that's how it's perfectly evenly cooked.
Yeah, so everything will cook kind of, nice and even if you have just even layers. And that goes for really every ingredient that we add.
So you're always kind of doing that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So a little bit of boiled beer.
Oh, I love that. You even spread the beer around.
That's right.
I like that.
And you want to see kind of just a little bit of the taters kind of poking their heads out. So if they're fully covered, you don't really want that. You want just enough so that they're kind of poking their heads out.
Just a little bit, okay.
In the bottom of the pot here is what we call our dime bags. Now, the dime bags that we use.
The best pot on the beach.
Well, look, I mean, we got to stay on brand, right?
Gotta stay on brand. I love it.
So
this is the Outer Banks.
Underneath the basket here, we have, like I said, what we call our dime bags, and it's basically it's almost like a cheesecloth tea bag that we put coriander, allspice, dill seed, brown mustard seed, allspice. It's a whole bunch of dry ingredients, but it helps flavor everything on the bottom up. And then obviously our spice blend here. So spice.
Gosh, can I just smell that?
Of course. The citrus and
That's
the
just
spice from it, yeah.
heaven.
So this is our own blend. So similar to an Old Bay, but a little bit more cayenne pepper, a little bit less salt, and this is your go-to seafood spice.
So you guys, when I say this, like you cannot get this flavor in any other way.
That's right.
We have tried. We do like JOs and like it will never be as good like this. Like I get chills thinking about how good this is. I'm seriously that. So I didn't know you, and I should know this, but I didn't know you sold it. So now we know where to go.
And we sell it online. We sell it in the shops in 8 locations up and down the East Coast, so New Jersey to Florida. So at any of the retail locations online. And it's funny you bring up JO because they are actually our partner in packaging.
Oh, really?
And JO is a family-run business. The guy Tyler, he's become a good friend of ours.
Oh, that's so cool.
So we're really close with them. They do all our packaging,
that's amazing.
and just an awesome company. But JO Spice, they're the real deal.
That's so good to know.
And they've helped us do this.
They helped you do your own blend.
Right.
So guys, I will be sure to put all of the links to everything we're showing in the description because you're totally gonna want to try it. There's nothing like it.
That's right.
And then you have to come here and actually try it.
That's right. All right.
This is the time we'd normally put music on.
Well, and look, I mean, you know what they say. Obviously, a watched pot never boils.
So we go hang out.
So we get to hang out, you get to have a beer, you get to do your thing. But from this point now, it'll take about 10 minutes or so for it to get to a rapid boil. And then from there, we'll adjust our heat, and then we start adding all the other ingredients. But this is the downtime.
So we get to hang.
That's
I love
right.
it. Chill.
Cheers.
Love that.
You can pop that lid.
Okay.
We're gonna go corn right on top here.
Love it.
And then we're just gonna, you can put that on for now. Just gonna grab our
I have a really hard
tongs.
job here.
Look, someone needs to lift the pot though. That's an important piece here. And then again, just as we kind of talked about earlier, but you want to have kind of a nice even layer across the board. And we're at low heat right now.
Okay.
But we're gonna put that just like so.
Love that.
I'm gonna grab our spice and bring it a little bit closer to us so we have it.
Okay.
Skeleton gloves are.
Look.
I do like them.
There's only one pair, and it's my pair. No one else gets the Skeletor. So then we're just gonna bring the heat up a touch.
All right.
And corn cooks quick, especially on this side of things. So a little bit of steam, we're gonna get a simmer back up. But only about 60 seconds on the corn.
60 seconds, okay.
And then we're gonna go to sausage and onions next. And the heat kind of varies, on every stage. But the long and
What's
short
like
of
the
this.
order? Like potatoes, how long?
So for every boil, and so our base boil is always potatoes, corn, sausage, onions, and shrimp. But we have some crab today, we have some scallops, and we have some clams.
Okay.
You also do like mussels and lobster tails. But the order is always potatoes first, then corn. Sausage and onions will go in next. For today, we're gonna do clams, and then we'll do our crab, and then our scallops, and then our shrimp will be the last piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
And it's all kind of depending on how long certain things take to cook,
Okay.
right? So you don't want to overcook anything, you don't want to undercook anything, but once it's in the pot, even despite what layer it may be in, it's going to continue to cook, right? But the steam kind of carries itself on the outside of the pot and to the top, whereas the middle kind of slows down. So you want to cook it a little bit. And for me at this point, it's a lot of visual. So the corn you'll kind of see is changing color a little bit, but exactly. So we are just about ready here now for sausage and onions.
Nice.
And we did extra sausage, so we quarter the onions, and we just kind of separate them here now into the petals. And you want to be able to kind
Petals.
of
I've never called
move them
that.
around. Yep. So we've got kind of that little setup there, and then we always spice every layer just a little bit. But the sausage is naturally pretty spicy, so we're only going to do a light little sprinkle.
Oh my gosh, that looks
clams.
so good.
Well, and this is like when you add the sausage too, like you start to smell like the fat from the sausage is cooking off, and like it's always sweet Vidalia onions we use because you get so much spice like in the boil itself, but to have like a nice sweet Vidalia onion, it absorbs all the flavor and like the fat from the sausage kind of melts off. And the beauty of this cooking process too, again, like a traditional boil, this would be all the way to the top with water, and then you'd be adding all your ingredients to the water, which look, it's an awesome way to do it. People, like, I did not invent the boil by any stretch of the imagination, but what we kind of found was like if you are using mostly steam to cook with, you kind of get every individual ingredient that you add, it maintains its integrity without it all kind of tasting the same. So you taste the corn, it's always fresh corn. We shuck, cheese it in the crawl store, 1,200 ears of corn a day.
Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that?
All right, so now we have our little neck clams.
I love the little neck. Okay.
Yes. So, and there's kind of a cool story behind the little necks. So, and I'm actually kind of just moving them towards the edge of the pot. And
Notice
reason
the
you do
fact that this is boiling, steaming, and Matt is just taking it.
No nerve endings left on my fingertips. But the little neck clams that we use, again, it's gonna be another shout out to one of our vendors, but Cherry Stone Aqua Farms. Eastern Shore, Virginia. They're based in Cape Charles. Family-run business for multiple generations. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
And these clams, like, we always use little necks because the flavor's really, really good.
It's a local
they're not
clam.
huge, and it's a local clam.
Yeah.
And like supporting local fishermen down here, you know, we try to do that as much as we can. So now with the clams, we're gonna bring this heat up a little bit. We wanna get a little bit more heat to it. But you wanna see the clams start to pop a little bit, and then we're gonna add our lemons to the boil.
Look at that getting going there.
Here, watch this. I'll give you a little pressure.
Wow.
So now we start to see the steam popping. With the clams, you want to be kind of gentle and just give them a little bit of a stir.
It smells so good.
You get all of the smells kind of coming together.
I
It's
feel like I
aromatic.
can even smell the beer a bit.
A little bit of beer in there, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, it smells really good.
See now, look, we're in a nice shady spot, you know, and this is great. It's hot, obviously.
Yeah.
I know you're feeling it. I'm feeling it too, but
I wore the pants.
and like, it's smart.
I was
You know,
like, I'm
my
doing
leg
it.
hairs get burnt off as we
I was
speak.
like, oh, good.
But in the middle of summertime, when we're doing so many of these events, like you're cooking in what's basically 110 degree heat index, and sometimes you get to a house and there's no shade. You know, so you're just sweating it out, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm fine. I just need some water." Pro boiler tip though, and this is like just so like we can stay cool, right?
Yeah.
And luckily, you know, we have the ocean right there.
Right there.
But for a lot of the houses that we're doing boils at, you know, you cook, you hang out, you tell the stories, all the things, and then you serve the food, and then you have a little bit of a break. You know, you get to kind of clean your things up. But we always wear board shorts when we cook, and I always pack a towel in my truck. I tell all my guys to do the same. But after we finish cooking, we get our things cleaned up. Either jump in the pool at the house or run to the ocean real quick. Get a nice little cool down, you know, by jumping in the ocean. And you get a little bit of a better feeling there. Oh, there
And
we
you
go.
arrive fresh at your next boil.
Exactly.
And you're just like ocean kissed
And
or
we're good.
pool kissed,
That's
and you're
right.
great to go. Yeah.
All right, so now we're starting to see our clams. They're popped
they're
open
opening.
there.
They're pretty. Okay. Oh wow.
And these are just fantastic.
They're
So,
beautiful.
every seafood layer we add fresh lemon. So a little kiss of
So
lemon,
you're squeezing it out all over it.
adding a little bit of citrus to it.
So you guys need to find your toughest person with the hands that can handle the most heat
That's right.
to do this, because he's squeezing.
So
I
we'll
love
put
that
a little bit
what I'm
here.
seeing. This is cooking with love,
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
you're just mixing everything perfectly.
Right, and again, like this is like with anything, right? Any career, and especially in this industry, hospitality and cooking, you got to cook with a little bit of love. And if you do it for so long, you develop these different kind of ways of doing it, and you learn from your mistakes. Oh, I cooked this wrong, or I overcooked this, and you really just find a way to do it that not only creates a really great product, but brings flavors together. And then ultimately, what the Boil Company is all about is bringing people together, to eat this nice big meal together.
It's so communal. It's
absolutely.
so interactive.
Yep.
It's such a fun
And it's fun,
process.
right?
Our
Like-
family really, we look like when when all my cousins
Yep.
come and you come, they're like,
And
"Hi,
we've
Mom."
done multiple now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's a blast.
Well, it's been how many years now?
Gosh, I mean, when was the first one? That was probably 5-6 years ago.
I
at
think
least,
it was.
maybe.
So you guys, if you are watching Saving Lost Cottages, you can see the first time we met Matt.
Yep.
Was
Is that Beer Garden, right?
Well, no. Wait. We maybe had met.
Yes.
Met at
Yeah.
Beer Garden,
Yeah.
hung out, and
Right.
then we were like, let's do a boil. So
Yeah.
you're right. We don't have the Beer Garden footage on tape. We have our first boil on tape,
Yes.
and we
Yes.
just showed it in the last episode
Yeah.
where we were doing Beach Cabin. The other thing we love so much is like when we have our family come, like
course.
openly, it's a huge group.
Right.
It's so hard to cook for that many humans, and they just show up. It's like a bit of magic. You show
Yeah.
up, do all of this, and then it's this massive meal prepared with no mess.
All right, and again, nice even layer here. We're kind of filling gaps.
Ready.
And the reason, especially on the crab here, that we kind of set them up like this, because the next two ingredients the scallops and the shrimp tend to kind of fall through those cracks. So if you can kind of build a little bit of a barrier, then again, the cooking process on all the layers.
Matt, you would laugh at our boil attempts. I feel like I need to show you, like you would just
Look, I'm giving you the pointers here.
It's like, no, we still need you. It's like they're like going out all over. I told you Dave gave us the old turkey.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, but you got to try it too for yourself.
Try, but it's not. We still look forward to this time. Like, this is the time.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of prep.
A lot of work, but we still there's something beautiful going on in there.
Well, and I think you brought up a really great point too. Like as far as like the boil company, what we do. When you're here, like in the Outer Banks, like whether there's duck, Kerala, Nag's Head, Ocracoke, it doesn't really matter. You come down here and it's all about like being together with family, right? And you get the week, get the house for the week, and the beach is there. The problem that you run into, especially with bigger groups, is like, you don't want to cook for everyone, like you said, but you also really can't go out to eat with that many people too.
No,
it's just so densely packed, and there's just so few options, right? So, and look, there's amazing restaurants out here. Credit to all these great restaurateurs and all these wonderful folks that are in this industry, but when you got houses that sleep 40 people, how do you load up every minivan and Chevy Tahoe to go to a restaurant that
you have to rent the whole restaurant now?
Exactly.
These are tiny restaurants here.
So for us, that was, and for me, this was, my senior project in college.
Okay, how cool is this? You guys have to hear this story. Okay, explain this. I love this.
The boil company was senior project in college. I got a C on it, and this actually was the genesis of it all. Was like a family thing. We used to do these on the beach as a family, and it just kind of kept evolving. But graduated in 2012, had this business plan in hand, said I'm just going to give it a shot. And then for a lot of this too, again, the way I kind of coach my guys when I'm training them is by time. But for the most part, like there's certain things, like if you're like feeling for crab. So this one, and you can touch it, it's not quite super hot yet, it's warm. So we want a little bit more heat to get that up. But a lot of it, instead of timing it by the minute or the second, it's more so look, smell, feel. And again, like 14 years of doing it, like you kind of find these different ways of doing it, and then you find what works best. And your potatoes, like when you start with them, you don't want to undercook your potatoes because you're putting raw potatoes on the table, and that's terrible. You don't want to overcook them. A little bit of mashed potato is not bad, but you still want to have a little firmness to them. And then your shrimp and scallops, like especially those, which are the last two ingredients, don't undercook shellfish, right? Like that's a scary thing. So there's a lot of stirring that goes on, some heat adjustment, and I think that's really important. Like it's the attention to detail.
So 14 years, Matt, how many boils do you think you've done?
God, 14 years of boils. I mean, it's in the thousands at this point. For really the last, I'd say, so 2016 I opened the store. For the first 4 years I was doing this, it was just out of the apartment. It was like very side hustle.
Was this just you?
The first year was just me. So Scallops are going to kind of do the same thing as our Clams did. We're just going to find some nice space for them.
It's like perfectly arranged in there.
That's right. It's like Tetris. We're playing Tetris on the boil.
Because I can't believe all of that is fitting in here.
Yeah. I mean, this is. I think we have eight servings for the base, and then some crab and some clams and some scallops. So, it's going to be a ton of food. But I'm so excited.
Okay, so this is your senior class project.
Yeah. So, again, we had done this as a family up in Corova, and like when we were up there growing up on vacation, I'm the oldest of three boys. My parents didn't want to take us to a restaurant because they're kind of maniacs. So they're like, let's stay at home, and we used to do this really to kind of stay on the beach as long as we could. And it was, again, a super fun communal meal. And then I had worked here every year when I was in college, so I fell in love with this area.
Where did you work when you were in college?
Gosh. So I worked for Pat Lewis. In 2009 was my first summer here working at Ocean Atlantic Rentals.
So my summer was 03.
Oh, no way.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Sundogs was obviously still there when I got there, but I worked at the Inn at Kerala Light running jet skis for Steve Forney.
Okay.
I worked at First Light cooking omelets with Matt Paulson. I worked at Cosmos Pizza. I worked at Island Revolution, which was the sister surf shop of OAR.
Okay.
And then, when I graduated, this was kind of like my side hustle. And the first year, maybe 10 boils. The next year, maybe 30 boils. Then 60 boils. Then in 2015, about 250 boils out of my apartment. And luckily, I had a few guys helping at that time. My mom is the biggest
Your mom
helper.
is really heavily involved, right?
She is. You know, at first she was like my catering manager and scheduler, and she was helping with all the stuff. I was going out and doing the boils, but she was so behind the scenes and continues to do that. Ready? Shrimp in. BDS.
Can I flatten it, Matt?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let's see if I got
Go
this.
for it.
So you're just, are we pressing down or we're just spreading?
So you want to kind of create a bit of a divot in the middle, but push them out to the outsides.
Okay.
And a little bit of a gap right in the middle.
Okay.
And then we're saving our last little bit of lemon for the shrimp when they're all nice and pink. But we're going to spice pretty heavily here. And then we're going to constantly rotate these.
Okay.
But we're going to put the lid on, let them go a little bit, and then we'll go again. All right.
Like, how does this function? I figured it out.
Look, you got it. There we go. We nailed that one. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so
yeah.
So tell me about it.
So Epic. My mom's the president of our nonprofit, and it's called Our Epic Project. Epic was really a brainchild of my mom and I and some others, you know, really close within the Boil Company. We've been so fortunate at the Boil Company. We're so blessed to be able to, you know, do so many boils and the success that we've had. But it was like, all right, what can we do, you know, to give back to our community and really have an impact? So Epic was born, and Epic is an acronym. So emitting positive impact collectively. There's three main pillars. So entrepreneurship is the first one. On that side of things, what we do is we kind of, you know, help young entrepreneurs here in the community. The second, you know, pillar is building mental health resources, you know, here in Kerala specifically, kind of to start, but more so across the Outer Banks. The time it takes for someone to experience their first mental health kind of episode till the time they seek treatment, on average, is 11 years. The idea on that kind of pillar of Epic is to save someone. Right? And if we can do that, I mean, it's a job well done. And then kind of the big sexy that we call of Epic is every year we have all of our Boil Company customers nominate a family, a deserving family, and then we do a full vacation for them. And this year we have the honor of having two vacations. There's one in Kerala and one in Oak Island, North Carolina. We have a location as well. And this year was dedicated to first responders. We had more than 40 nominations, and 2 police officers ended up being the recipients, and their whole families come to, you know, Kerala and Oak Island, and we take care of the house, we take care of all their meals, we take care of all their excursions, and they become part of the family, you know.
That is so cool.
It's I think for us, we want to strengthen mental health initiatives here in the Outer Banks. We want to support our entrepreneurs, and then we want to share the Outer Banks and these communities that we get to serve and work in. Strengthen, support, and share, and that's what Epic is all about.
You're amazing.
It's really cool.
You guys are amazing. I've never met your mom. I feel like I need to meet your mom.
Look, you got to meet her.
I really feel like I need to meet her.
I would not be where I am today without her. And she is just an incredible woman, an incredible leader. And for us, it's like, she is a lady that has to deal with all these 30-something idiots running business.
Well, do they all think of her as like their second mom?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
So CMO is her title, but Chief Mom Officer. So.
Chief Mom Officer, that's so cute.
All right, we're really close here. So I'm just going to hit that. Got our last little lemon shot. All right, perfect.
I feel like I have a really hard job today.
Oh, okay. Hanging out, you know, having some wine, watching the boil, talking shop.
Absolutely.
All right, we got that. That's perfect there. All right, are you ready? Are we ready? Yes. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
What do you guys say?
Dinner bell!
Oh,
all right,
guys.
here, and we're just gonna do a little sprinkle.
Oh my gosh.
A little kiss of sprinkle.
Or no, you're good there.
All the shrimp is here.
OMG.
No, skellies.
So you re-sprinkle again.
Yeah,
Sprinkle
so
every layer
just
and then.
a little kiss on top.
Okay, love
just to
that.
add a little bit more flavor.
Oh
All right.
my gosh.
Can I grab a scallion or not?
Go ahead, it's really hot, guys, okay? Matt, this looks so beautiful.
Yeah, if you want some cocktail sauce. So right here, a little bit of our cocktail
my.
sauce. And you can sell that at the stores online. Super, super good. My recipe came from the apartment, 14 years ago now. So
It's not like Mama's salad just laying out on the table.
here, if you want some of that. It's hot, man, ain't it? I'm just gonna get some crackers if you guys.
Oh my gosh. I gotta try a little bit of this sausage.
That one's spicy.
Your fingers can never return.
Save that reaction.
So
Same
good.
reaction.
I could do it again. I'll just take another bite. Oh my gosh. Matt, I wasn't much of a help, but thank you for
Look,
this.
you were a huge help, and you know this was awesome. Like, and look, at the end of the day, it's like when we get to put the boil out and the reactions, and like everyone's like so stoked to have it. Like, this is what it's all about.
It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna try this.
Andouille sausage, lemons.
Looks like somebody ate all the stuff out of it.
You guys,
It's hot.
the
It's hot.
sausage
That's
is
right.
insane. Did you guys try it yet?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
All right, what's your favorite part?
Probably the shrimp.
Oh yeah,
Definitely the shrimp.
Shrimp?
I haven't tried the corn yet because it's too.
it's a little hot. That's right. Well, you
my
don't want
gosh.
to eat a cold boil, right?
What do we
I mean-
say, guys? What do we say to Mr.
you.
Matt? Thank you,
Thank
Matt.
you
Matt,
guys.
this is
Thank
so
you. Oh my
delicious.
God, absolutely. Thank you guys. Absolutely.
Thank you. I would love you, but.
Well, here, how about a high five?
Is this the best
High five.
pot on the beach?
Oh yeah.
The best pot on the beach all the way around.
Yeah. Matt, thank you so much for doing this with us.
pleasure. My
You made our day. You always make our year when you come. 14 years though doing this, one would think you would get sick of it, but you were still happy. You were still smiling.
I don't think I will ever not smile doing this. This is special, and you know, you guys having done this for so many years. There's families I've done now for 13, 14 years, and it's just you get to see these awesome people year after year, and it's just too much fun to not smile. So thank you,
Amazing.
thank you,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed meeting Matt today, and I will definitely put all of the info and the links in the description. And we're gonna enjoy this boil now. The best pot on the beach. Here we
Best pot on
go.
the beach. Cheers, y'all. Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, yes.
Yeah, like
you
and
said.
subscribe,
Yes,
yeah.
like and subscribe. Yes, please do. Cheers, guys. I also, ladies, this man, you're single right now, right?
Yes.
This man is single, okay? I'm just putting that out there for you all to see.
Look,
Well, I mean, everyone
Welcome.
needs a good
Welcome.
stalker now and then, right?
I think there's some really great Netflix dramas about
Yeah,
that.
that's how Dave
true
and I
crime
met.
guy. I gotta hear that.
No, I'm totally kidding. We actually met in class.